Word on the street.
All right. Well, you're listening to Love Babs Love Talk. I'm Paul Bass filling in for Babs Rawls Ivy, who's at Storytelling Conference in the coastal area of Connecticut. We have a wonderful week. She'll come back rested and on fire. And now we got our local correspondents reporting from Nashville. 3 independent reporters, WNHH reporters, Nora Grace Flood, Maya McFadden, and Laura Gillespie, took the first weekend of direct flights from Tweed, New Haven's airport, Avello, to Nashville to see what it's like and what it could be like. Hey, folks, nice to see you. The sun's out there.
Yeah. We miss you.
How are things? How are things? Oh, you shouldn't be missing us. You're not having enough fun. You're missing us.
Am I out of frame?
Yeah,
So how's Nashville, folks? You having a good time?
The weather is nice. It's better than New Haven.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been exploring. So today we were thinking that we would go to a farmer's market.
We went to Nashville Farmer's Market, and it turned out to be a grocery store that wasn't open.
Not an actual farmer's market.
That we drove 20 minutes away from our Airbnb to find. So now instead we're in
What is Bicentennial?
No, this is not
Bicentennial State Park. And it's like a World War II memorial, and also there's some other history like kind of carved on some of the stones here.
A huge
It's the museum, I think.
some photos to
Yeah.
show.
Okay, cool.
What was it like flying out of Tweed to Nashville? How was the flight?
It was actually,
Maya's smiling. It sounds like there's something up with the flight.
no, it was actually like very fine, smooth.
Yeah,
Lots
the
of
key word
NPCs.
is smooth. Everything
Avello's
about
keyword.
Avello marketing
It's
is
like
centered
smooth.
around the word smooth. Like they give you little water bottles and they
They say
brand
the
it
water
as
is
smooth water.
And it's from Hartford. The water is from Hartford.
The water's from Hartford.
But you know, it's funny because everything I've heard about Avello, people are really psyched that all of a sudden you could fly to a dozen cities and before you could do none direct except Philly sometimes from New Haven. People are psyched about that, but it hasn't been smooth. Like I knew one person went to Florida and had to wait an extra day to fly back. His stuff kept getting canceled or delayed for hours because they're kind of messing around.
I guess we just got lucky. The plane had seats for 150 people, but only 50 flew. So we were able to like move around the plane and sit together,
Yeah.
even though we didn't have seats assigned together. It was like kind of a good experience.
Oh, great.
I feel like that might also not be an Avello thing. I mean, I have no idea the whole like waiting thing, but I think during the pandemic, there's just been a lot of like flight craziness.
But also one thing friends of mine tell me they love about flying Avello is you get in and out so quick. Other airports, you have to go so long in advance. You wait in a line. It's hard to park. They just zip in and out, right?
It took 10
Yeah, it was
minutes to
very
check.
The
simple,
difference
yeah.
between going in Tweed and then getting to the Nashville airport, it was much more like quick in New Haven. And
There's like one way to get into the
Yeah,
airport versus
one
like a
entrance
billion ways to get out of Nashville.
Also, Paul, we do have a guest waiting here to speak with us for Word on the Street. So I think we should introduce her.
yes.
Oh, you have a guest for Word on the Street?
Yeah,
Yes.
what are
Were
you
we
doing?
supposed to be word on the
Oh, I
street?
thought you were the guest. Oh, great. Who do you have on Word on the Street?
Real Nashville
Switching.
person.
Who's your guest?
Hi.
This is
Hello.
Tiandria.
Nice to meet you.
And you can hear Paul, right?
Yeah.
You can hear Tiandria.
It's so nice. I'm sorry, your name's Chiantia?
Tiandria. Tiandria. Also known as T, right?
Yeah.
So nice to meet you.
So we have to ask you, what is the word on the street? The Nashville street. Or this park that we got to find the name of.
You said, how do you describe like what's the word on the street? Like what's going on in Nashville?
Or what's going on with you?
Well, I'm boring. Sorry, I'm on nobody. So.
Well, what are you out here doing today?
I'm
You're
out
running?
Yeah, doing a little exercise for work.
What do you do for work?
I work in a restaurant.
Which restaurant?
Oh,
We're having trouble hearing the guest. Could you get the phone a little
Okay.
closer?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, it's close, but
So what does your workout entail?
Not really little. I'm just trying to like work on my legs and stuff. It's just something to do in the morning, just to be productive.
Can you tell us the general vibe of the restaurant? What food do you
Oh,
cook?
it's like mostly like burgers and like wings. So it's like a little hangout spot basically. It's real
Mm.
nice.
Do you have any recommendations for eateries that place people visiting Nashville should
That's why
go
I said,
to?
like, I'm from Nashville, but I mean, I'm not like real familiar, but just downtown period, like I'm just
Mm.
like this way, not Broadway. It's I forgot what it's called. But, it's so close like to Broadway, but you can go down there and just every place down there is just lovely. So like we're very friendly down here. So
Mm.
we have a nice experience.
Wow.
Have you traveled to other places before beyond Nashville?
I've been to Miami once. This was a time to remember.
Do you like growing up here?
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Did you notice like a difference between people when you went to Miami? and
Yes,
Nashville?
that's what I'm saying. Like we're friendly down here, and that's crazy because I don't see that we're friendly. We're friendly down here compared to other people. Like, yeah,
Mm.
like yeah.
And how old are you also?
I'm 26.
26. Okay. So have you lived anywhere else or it's always been
No,
Nashville?
it's just always been Nashville.
Wow. So I guess you don't necessarily have anything to compare it to. What are your favorite things to do around here?
I'm like a night owl, so
Mm.
like I do like hookah bars, some places like Ambrosia, so like 3,000 bar.
Oh, and could you speak up a little
I'm
bit? Sorry.
sorry.
It's always hard to hear over
It's
the phone.
I can't remember what street it's on, but it's like little hookah spots that you can go to,
Mm.
just like have a little nice time.
That's fun. And yeah, do you have any specific like career aspirations or anything like that? And what's your role at the restaurant? Are you a line cook or a waiter?
I do it all. So
Damn.
yeah. So but really I want to get into like lashes and stuff and like
Mm.
hair. So I'm just really just trying to like take my time and try to build.
Do
Mm.
you do other people's like makeup and hair and stuff?
Yeah, I do my cousins and they let me try.
So why'd you choose to do a workout here this morning?
Because it's like, look at the scenery. It's peaceful, it's so good outside, and it's closer to my house.
Can I ask you a question about Nashville? Has it changed over the years? For those of us who don't live in Nashville, we're always told that the city's gotten bigger, more worldly, different from what its old image had been. Is that true?
It's like a city now. Like everywhere you go, it's nothing but condos and like you're in the city. It don't look like Nashville, the country town no more. It's like it looks better to me. I like it actually.
And what about the whole country music identity? Like I'm always hearing about musicians who are not country musicians who are settling in Nashville, and that there's this whole scene of music that has nothing to do with the Grand Ole Opry. Am I right about that? Or what's it like? What kind of music do you go out and hear?
I don't listen to country. I'm sorry. So
That's kind of what I'm saying.
person. So I
R
really
and B, you said?
Yeah, I love R&B. Like the old classic R&B. I don't really know about.
Do you find like R&B artists coming out here though to perform? Like you go to concerts or stuff?
Yeah,
not too many. It's more like rap or like upcoming people. I mean, I'm not into like people right here rap. So, but country people moving down here, I would really just heard about them coming down here.
Can I ask you about one? My favorite up and coming artist in America is from Nashville,
Who?
but I'm guessing you might not know her. Joy Oladikin.
No.
Okay. She's touring the country right now, coming to our state from Nashville. Yeah.
No, I don't.
She's kind of R&B, hip hop, folk. She's kind of a mix of the whole thing. Yeah.
Can I ask, have you heard of New Haven before?
No.
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 That's a good question.
I really thought y'all was a scam, but no.
I'm like, have you heard of Connecticut?
I heard of Connecticut, but not New Haven. Is it New Haven or New Haven? How you pronounce it? Haven or
New
Haven?
Haven.
New Haven.
Yeah.
Well, it depends. People who are not from New Haven apparently say New Haven,
New Haven.
and people who are from New Haven say New Haven.
I don't see the difference.
Yeah.
New Haven versus New Haven.
Can I ask you something else about Nashville and the tourists? So you work in a restaurant. A lot of people love to travel to Nashville. Do you see a lot of people every day who are not from Nashville? Is there kind of a different part of town where you see tourists more and more Nashville people?
That's what I'm saying. Like downtown, I don't even know the streets down there, and I've been down here my whole life. But like that's all you see is like the little what is it called? The little pedal boats people be on. Them
Oh, like the
people-
party
Mhm,
bus
they have, like,
things?
a lot of
We have
tourists.
those in New Haven.
Yeah, so everybody who tours
That way.
It's
The real
that
people
way.
are. Do you get annoyed by those,
Interesting.
like party bike situations?
Yeah.
Do I know about?
Do you
it?
get annoyed by them?
Oh no.
Okay.
I love it.
Have you been on one?
I've been on one.
Wait,
Oh,
please,
it's
please
fun.
tell us about the
It's
experience.
fun. It's the one like you sit down and you pedal
Mm.
or whatever. You just drink and they just drive around the whole Nashville. Well, not the whole Nashville, the whole downtown part. It's a fun experience.
Are they like talking to you guys, like telling you history about Nashville or anything like that?
No,
Or is it
I
just
think no. This is just like you listen to music. They just play
Yeah.
music and you just vibe with your friends, basically.
Who? Yeah. How did it come about that you went on that? Like who?
It's a little.
Like under
place
what
down there.
circumstances do
Oh.
people get on the party bus?
Just to have fun.
Yeah.
Like you want to go out and party? Hey, let's go and party with us.
Mm.
That's
I
like the
will.
big thing.
I will admit that I read an article about the party bus in Nashville, in the New
Yes.
York Times, and how there are so many of them that it's making some people crazy in Nashville because they say it's so loud and it doesn't just stay
Mhm.
downtown and it goes to 2 a.m. Is that just old folks?
Yeah, yeah, like
Is that just like old people who are being stick in the mud, not having fun, or what do you think?
Yeah, that has
Right.
to be like the old people. Yeah.
Wait,
'cause-
that's actually.
there are a lot of
So
old
when we
people in
went to
Nashville.
Lower Broadway, it seemed like a pretty good mix of like older people and young people, like all going to the same bars and
Yeah,
doing the same
no.
stuff. It's not like a thing.
So, what is it called? It's like Demari, whatever tells you like what vibes and 3,000 bar. That's like where the young, like you guys would be down there. Place. Like, you'll find everybody.
Avoid the old people
With
like
the
that.
old people who have a problem with the loud music and stuff, but
So you happy in Nashville? Fun place to live? Fun place to grow up?
yeah, it is. It's very country.
Do you feel like a lot of things like happen? Like, is there always something you can go to, like events and stuff, or?
No, I wouldn't
Oh.
say we have like big events down here. Cause that's what I'm saying. I'm a homebody now, so like I don't go out to like most of the parties they be having. So
Is there anywhere else that you want to move one day, or could you see yourself staying here indefinitely?
yes,
Yeah,
some places
Miami.
beaches is-
Mm, yeah, that I'm like, what is it like to live in a landlocked state?
How is it down there? Like, is it cold? Is it hot?
It depends. It changes in the weather.
It's
Like,
yeah, it's
depending
It
on
gets
super
really cold.
schizophrenic.
There's a lot of snow. So wait, I'm wondering about the weather here though. Like, do you feel like it's a good like place for you weather-wise, or would you rather be somewhere more hot?
No, this is
More
fine.
hot. It's like 90 degrees out, bro.
Literally go through the season. Like get cold, it's cold. Get fall, it's fall. Get summer.
Mm.
It's nice.
And could you tell us about what the rest of your day looks like? What are you doing from here on out?
I gotta go to work,
Mm.
so that's what my day consists of. Is me working and then coming
What time do you get off?
around 4 o'clock.
Oh, that's fun.
So not that long. Just a couple hours.
What will you do after work?
I pick my son up.
Mm,
Whatever he wants to do. Just
How old is he?
yeah.
explore.
That's the best. I think.
Wait, what are some places
They're
that you take your
insane,
son
though.
around?
Like the zoo, or it's like a little trampoline spot. It's like urban air.
Hmm.
Yeah, cheese. That's what I'm saying. They don't really have like good little vibe things where you can just take your kids. But that's what I'm saying. You gotta most of the time you gotta wait till the summer with the water parks open and stuff.
Mm.
How about Mother's Day? Did you do anything for Mother's Day?
I
Yeah.
worked Mother's Day.
Aw.
And
But
who was watching? Who was watching the kid?
His dad.
Mm.
It was
well,
fun.
Well, it was really nice to meet you. My station manager's telling me it's time for station ID. I hope you have a great run, a great rest of your day. Thanks for letting us know about Nashville. And we're going to be
Thank
friends
you.
now because we got the airlines. You're going to see more people at the burger joint and in the park from New Haven.
Something.
we can send you the link if you
Okay,
want.
yeah, send me the link because it's fine. This is my first time. I'm sorry, I couldn't just give you guys everything about Nashville.
No, thank you so much.
Perfect.
And we got to run now. I want to thank Nora and Maya and Laura for taking that trip to Nashville. I can't wait. I hope you have a great trip back, a great last part of your day. And I look forward to reading and hearing all about your trip to Nashville from New Haven. You're the first crew coming from our city to our new friends.
We're glad to be
All
here.
right,
We'll see you
thanks, folks. And
tomorrow.
Harry Drost. Oh, I'm gonna let people know you're listening to Love Babs Love Talk at WNHH-FM 103.5. I'm gonna be off the second hour. We're gonna play a greatest hit. I'll be back tomorrow because all week I'm filling in along with Nora for Babs Rolls Ivy. Any final words you want to hear, Harry? Before I
No, you made it sound like their trip to Nashville was like man's first steps on the moon.
Yeah, I know, but it's kind of interesting that you could fly right down to Nashville now from New Haven. I mean, that's a game changer.